do I?
Yeah, he's gonna have to loop it incredibly long. Welcome to another episode of Searching for MacGuffin with your host George,
Gabe, and Link.
We didn't rehearse who was gonna introduce this episode.
I feel like you usually do, but
okay. Well, it's a very special episode here as we're finishing the season, right? This is our season finale.
yeah,
Our summer season finale.
Okay. Ironically, what is this phone? What size is this? I'm sorry, I'm ruining the flow here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen this before in my life. And the audio people are like, what's going on?
What phone do you have?
I guess the exact same phone, but in a case.
You don't like to live your life on the edge? Caseless?
I thought I'd sent
raw dog it?
Apparently not.
Am I
You
allowed
did
to say that? I don't know.
I said that.
Okay, good. We can say it.
Okay, there you go. I'm not sure, but it's okay because we're going to go on break and no one's going to remember.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay, so we got a special theme planned for today. We're going to end this season the way we were supposed to begin it 2 years ago. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Should we tell that story real quick to start? Just like a...
Let's just introduce the topic first.
Okay, hit it.
Yeah. So today, our episode is titled On the Hot Seat, right?
Is it in or on?
In or on?
Do you sit in a chair or do you sit on it?
But I'm on the hot seat.
So you're on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all on the hot seat right now,
Yeah.
right? You guys have seen you guys have heard of the show Hot Ones with
No, what's that?
that bald guy, that white bald guy
With the nice teeth?
with the nice teeth, right? Hot Ones, where they just do interviews over chicken wings.
Wings, they do chicken
right?
wings, yeah.
And they eat hot sauce, right? Each chicken has like different.
Sean's his name.
Sean white
Sean
guy.
John?
Sean white bald guy, Combs.
No, not that one.
No,
No,
we
not,
don't talk about-
no, not that guy.
Oh no! Now white Sean Bald is gonna sue us.
The other one might sue us
The other
too.
one, the other one might beat us up.
Yeah, he'll deny everything.
Yeah. Luckily, we're on camera here, right?
Yeah, and so was he.
Dang it! So today we're doing our version of Hot Ones, but with tacos.
That's
As
right.
you can see here, we have different levels of hot sauce, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting because it feels like when we had the idea for this episode, Hot Ones was new, and now it's in like season 11. So
Yeah, they have seasons like every 3 months, right? New seasons.
oh,
every-
that's how they got
I
to.
have
So
no idea how they do it.
okay.
But that's what we're doing. We're on the hot seat.
Yeah,
right?
we figured that we were gonna do a hot sauce challenge because it was like a big thing a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But it's still a fun thing to do. But we kind of have our own spin, like you mentioned, tacos instead of
Tacos,
wings.
baby.
And the other thing is that because we're 3 Colombian boys, right? With now a Colombian on-site producer as well, so that makes us 4, right? We got Melinda's hot sauce, straight from Colombia. Although I'm pretty sure they make it here, but it's a Colombian company. Actually, let's take a look at it.
It says melinda.com.
It does say melinda.com. It has her Instagram, Facebook. So shout out to Melinda Foods.
Yeah.
Melinda's Foods with an S at the end.
It belongs to her.
Yeah.
It's possessive.
It's possessed. It says Producto de Colombia, imported and distributed by Melinda's Foods, Irving, Texas.
There you go. It was produced.
So it was produced in Colombia and then imported
Was this
to
here?
Texas. Yeah. No,
Okay.
it's okay. I have the list on the phone that I just passed.
Okay.
I should really probably be using the iPad that's connected to my account, but I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
So we're doing tacos, right?
Mhm.
And George here has graciously made tacos for us.
Looks delicious.
They-
Run us through what we got.
Let us know what we have, George.
Oh, okay. So the ingredients. Okay. So we've got beef right there. I made what is it that I call it? I don't even remember. Thai chili beef,
That's right.
right? And this is ironic. 2 years ago when we first did this, and the footage is somewhere, maybe one day you'll see some clips from it. But I was actually pescatarian, so the other options will reflect that. And ironically, 2 years later, I just became pescatarian again. So the other proteins there's fish, there is a mushroom steak prepared in the same way as the Thai chili.
That sounds delicious.
There is vegan chorizo, And then I went simple. Last time I had like 800 toppings, but I got lima crema, which maybe we'll talk about the formula for that. Cilantro, chopped shallots for onions, and some some Mexican cheese, which is more American than it is anything else.
There
but.
you go. We have lettuce as well for lettuce wraps.
Yeah, lettuce wraps, because to go through the 8 levels, we'd have to eat 8 tacos. So once we get tired of the corn tortillas, I'm probably sure we'll tap out and use the lettuce wraps for carb and stomach size options.
All right. We sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Should we dig in?
Should I run and go get the
Nick,
list for the
Nick,
Scoville?
can you go grab the phone?
Oh, yeah, it's your producer, Nick. Okay,
Please.
cool. Go
you.
check if she's done with the call without coming out on camera. Can you do that? Is that possible?
Are you playing Clash of Clans?
Yes.
Could you playing Galaga?
Could you keep an eye on the stream? Is that if
All right,
that's
as
not
he's
too
doing
much
that,
trouble?
let's start eating.
All right, let's
though,
go
right?
ahead. All right,
Yeah.
give me the first.
All
Oh,
right.
there's also the backup chocolate milk in case one of us can't handle it.
Me, 1000% me. I'm going to finals week, and this is the night before one of my really big finals.
Yeah, hours before, right?
Yeah, and I decided that this is a great time to schedule this episode.
Well, it's the only time you had, so you didn't really have much of a
That's awesome.
choice.
That's true, but also priorities.
Well, we have to finish the season. I mean, we can't just. We haven't even talked about that. It's probably gonna be the last time.
Tomorrow.
Well, okay, so here we are. We got to keep talking because this is an audio show, also.
Right.
All right, so the questions that we're gonna be rattling off questions like they do on the other show.
Oh, we are. Okay.
And so, first question I have here is, what is your favorite dish and why is it your favorite?
Okay.
Really quick, the first sauce is jalapeno, and it has 1 flame out of 5.
I think if I remember correctly,
Well, that's a good way to
it
go.
is like 200,000 on the Scoville scale.
200,000.
Yeah. It only starts in the thousands, I think. Yeah, so putting that on that list is
We're
somewhere
gonna be
here.
making so much.
So going back to your question was what's favorite dish and its significance?
Yeah.
It's funny because we did this episode 2 years ago now. I don't even remember how I answered everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of it. It's like your life has changed, you've changed, and the bear also came out. So I'm gonna talk a lot about that.
All right.
But go ahead.
I think my favorite food, I think it is tacos. I think that's how we ended up with this episode. I could eat tacos nearly daily. I don't, for obvious reasons.
What are
But
those obvious reasons?
I mean, it's a lot of carbs.
Oh, okay.
But if I could, I think I could. I mean, I would just change what's in the taco. Wait, I'm serving myself beef, and I literally made myself all the other alternatives because I can't eat
Oh
this.
yeah, you're vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
So,
serve me that one.
oh well, it's too late. I poured it all
Okay.
back in.
Yeah, well.
So can you pass me the mushroom steak, please?
I got you, chef.
So I think for me, it's tacos because they're so versatile. You know,
for sure.
whether it's corn, flour, if you're lazy or you ran out of corn, because corn is so much superior, and or lettuce wraps. If you're for the carb conscious, you can just change your protein, change your toppings. You taught me, Link, to really focus on traditional street, just cilantro and onions. But you know what? I love the lima crema. So my lima crema I learned that from HelloFresh. It's just
Where are the cups?
sour cream, lemon zest, lemon juice, salt and pepper.
There you go. For you?
And it kind of tastes like suero, which is like a Colombian it's sour cream, basically. So
It wasn't spicy, but I'm thirsty.
okay.
I'm not being.
How
a
are
baby.
you? How are you guys with spice?
I like spice.
I'm
can handle
medium.
Spice.
I'm medium. I like
I
spice.
do spice well. I might spice, baby.
I used to get a lot of spice, but then I got married and she's sensitive to spice, so you start like sharing things and then you lose your tolerance to it because you're not ordering it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna-
realized.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you need?
Oh, everything. If you could just put
What do you want on it?
just cilantro, onion, and I put a little bit of lima crema because I love that stuff.
Got you. I'm not very good with spice. I feel like I've gotten better with it. My dad is very, big into spicy foods,
Oh yeah.
and like he would always
Oh, I
make
did
me
not know
like
that.
try stuff, and yeah, this didn't go well. You'd think I'd build up a tolerance, but I didn't. I have been better at it recently as I've gotten older, but I'm not a fan of like stuff that's like so spicy that you can't really taste anything after. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the spice should accentuate, complement the food that you're eating.
Okay, we'll talk about that at the end of this episode.
Really?
Yeah, because you're gonna get to that point.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This one wasn't too bad. I'm thinking.
This wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
I eat this like every other day.
Yeah.
I eat an omelet for breakfast almost every single day, and I put hot sauce in it every morning.
Going back to what you were saying about
You're supposed to do with these.
tacos being versatile, it's like I've been really on a breakfast taco kick recently,
Love breakfast tacos. Yeah.
and it's just, man, I can have tacos for breakfast, I can have tacos for lunch and dinner, however way I want them, you know.
Closer.
On me right here, because of the camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you, Link? What's your favorite dish?
I think it's chewing.
My favorite dish is sushi. I
Sushi.
love sushi. I can eat sushi all day. I can eat any type of sushi, even public sushi, mediocre sushi. It
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Publix has some good sushi though.
On
sometimes.
Wednesdays, I love their $5 sushi. I get $15 worth of sushi. That's 8 rolls times 3. That's 24 sushi rolls for 15 bucks.
Pieces.
Pieces. Yeah, my bad.
24 sushi rolls.
For $15, that's not bad. I love sushi.
Yeah, I think that's a real test of where your favorite food is, because I will eat any kind of taco. Like, I love Taco Bell, and my wife doesn't understand it. My friends and family don't understand it. It took them a long time to accept my lifestyle choices, but finally they came around to, if it is a taco, I will have it. I even missed the tacos at Burger King.
Oh, they have tacos?
Sorry,
They have
yeah,
tacos?
what?
When was this?
They tried to diversify, like, in the late 90s, early 2000s, around there, and they had baked potato and chili and tacos.
I must have not been alive.
It was a Whopper taco. It was a taco shell,
Whoa.
and they had, like, cut up American
Whopper
cheese.
taco?
Yeah, and then ground beef of the Whopper. Like,
When was that?
What?
what?
When was that?
I'm telling you, it's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Wow.
Okay, so we're moving on to level 2.
Yes. Garlic. Back to 1 spicy flame
One spicy flavor.
out of 5. Did you answer the question, Gabe? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I think it's pasta. Throughout my life, I think it's been pasta. But I think tacos has been very prominent as of late. I think because growing up when I ate tacos, it was like either Taco Bell, which was great, but like that authentic taco, I wasn't really like I didn't really have those. It was
Well, they blew up, later. They weren't readily accessible, I think, down
Yeah.
here.
That's for us,
places.
Yeah, in South Florida.
Maybe in Homestead.
I also that's true.
Nobody went to Homestead back then.
True.
Now everyone's there. I was because like the main thing I had was like a hard shell. It was like Taco Bell was like a hard shell and like fajita mix seasoned beef. So that was my idea of tacos. But like having like an authentic carne asada taco changed the game.
Yeah, I didn't have
Yeah.
that. You don't have that growing up.
But
right?
I think what I can eat for my favorite is pasta. Just making different types of pastas.
Is there a specific pasta that you really like?
No.
Are you in a...
Huh?
I thought you were in a pappardelle season in your life. No?
Going out to eat it? Yes. I haven't really made it though.
Oh, really?
No.
That's because of you. I started making it at home.
Yeah, you made it the other day and it was delicious. You also put some. It was the mushroom, right? The mushroom that we're having.
Yeah, I
here?
put that mushroom steak in.
The mushroom
Yeah.
steak, delicious, absolutely delicious. Next question. What do you got?
Next question. Can I get some fish? I love fish tacos, by the way.
Oh, Bob, yeah.
They changed the game.
Especially, I went to California earlier this year.
Mhm.
That's mainly what I ate was just a bunch of tacos, and the quality was just out of this world, honestly.
I always loved tacos, right? And then I didn't even know about fish tacos until that movie Like, I knew they existed, but I guess I didn't know they were a thing until we saw that movie, I Love You, Man, with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel. And then they bond over fish tacos. And I was like, I got to find fish tacos.
Did you watch that in the Paul Rudd universe?
I watched it on your
Universe
streaming
service?
service, yeah.
What is it? There was a Rat Pack. What is it?
Yeah, the Frat Pack.
Frat Pack.
The
The
Frat
Frat
Pack. That was
Pack.
actually part of. That's the one I actually.
Is that's part of the Frat Pack Cinematic Universe
It really
streaming
is.
now on the Paul Rudd Cinematic Universe streaming service owned by Link.
Mm.
Well, how much are we supposed to put on this, by the way? So I'm putting like 10 drops. Is that? Yeah, is that about right? Okay.
Sure.
I know the producer only put like 5 because he's a coward.
Ed 5 was like.
The producer's also casually on Instagram blasting his.
Yeah, he's not even paying
videos.
attention here.
What do you want?
Same stuff.
I don't have it.
Actually, you could throw some cheese on there this time.
I did throw cheese last time.
Oh, okay. So I guess you didn't pay attention when you asked me what to put on it.
No, because I wasn't sure what you said.
Okay, well, that's
What you wanted this time.
That's what not paying attention is.
I don't know what you wanted this time.
Okay. Yeah, but I said no cheese last time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
All right. So I know some people swear by breakfast. What do you
Brexit?
prefer? Like breakfast, or are you more like a savory lunch, dinner? What do you prefer? Because some people can I can have breakfast any day, like any time of day, whenever.
Yeah, I can have any meal any time of day. So I can have breakfast any time of day, but I can have dinner any time of day. I can have steak for breakfast, when I'm eating steak. And I can have...
What do you prefer?
What?
What do you prefer?
You missing something?
No. I'm just thinking about the question.
Oh.
Anybody? You want to answer, Link?
What was the question? Like, what do I like?
Yeah.
You a breakfast person or like a lunch dinner person?
Breakfast versus supper.
If I like breakfast, I just don't eat it every day because I don't have time for it. But the breakfast that I do enjoy is like a Colombian bakery type of breakfast. Like pan de bono, empanada, pastel de pollo, a pony malta for breakfast.
He does that. He orders... Well, I don't know why I'm judging. I don't do it anymore, but I used to order postobon manzana or uva.
I
still do that.
For breakfast.
just freaking love pony malta for. So yeah, man. There's this restaurant up north. Is it Miramar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Called Pan Paya. It's a fantastic Colombian bakery. If you've never been there, totally recommend it. They have, what was it that's really good there? Was it the tequeños or?
The tequeños, but I thought the standout were the empanadas.
Right?
The tequeños are the standout for me here because I can't have the empanadas.
Mm.
They have the cheese ones, but they tend to be like really greasy.
Yeah.
And what I love is I actually enjoy almojábana more than pan de bono.
Really?
Yeah, but the problem is this. They have almojábana, and almost nobody ever has it. But then their pan de bono is superior to every pan de bono. So I ended up getting the pan de bono anyways. So, yeah.
What was it? Is this real? What is this?
Mushroom steak.
Is it real steak?
Mushroom.
It's steak made out of mushroom.
That looks like real mushrooms. Here you go, lad.
It looks like real... It is... What?
I mean, it looks like real steak.
I was about to say, it is real mushrooms.
Oh, they had made steak into a mushroom.
It's actually made from that black goo that the engineers create the xenomorphs out of in Prometheus.
Have you watched any of those movies, Link?
I watched Prometheus when
Really?
it came out.
You watched it with us?
What'd you think of Prometheus?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
You don't even remember like what your basic impression was?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, so that was garlic, correct?
That was garlic, and this next sauce is original habanero, extra hot.
Okay. Well,
That's 2 flames instead of 5.
okay. So I'm gonna give you a choice here. So I want to make a correction now that I have my notes in front of me because I was
Okay.
missing them. Jalapeno was 5,000 on the Scoville scale.
Okay.
Garlic was 200,000.
Okay.
And I remember,
Seems like a big jump.
yeah, and I remember being like, oh, this was nothing the first time we did this 2 years ago, but that was kind of spicy.
The garlic one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not expect
Maybe
that.
because we put too much. I don't.
I
know.
think yeah,
The
I put a
thing is
lot.
too, well, for me, I kind of felt it because the chorizo.
Yeah.
It's a little bit
Oh,
spicier.
the chorizo
the
is a little
chorizo
bit
is a bit
spicy.
spicy.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm gonna have next time. Chorizo. Okay. So you got a choice here. Extra hot is 300,000, but so is Scotch bonnet. So you technically don't have to have both of them.
Okay.
You can have either of them, or you can mix and match.
Okay.
I'll take the Scotch bonnet because I think I like how that pepper tastes more than extra hot. I'm a big fan
What are
of.
you talking about? This one has 4 flames.
So does
has
this
2.
one. Wait, what?
Yeah. I
You're right.
think you're wrong, sir. You gotta
I
go
think
that
I
one.
am wrong.
You gotta go with that one.
I went from the Melinda's website, but okay. All right, I'm gonna go extra hot then.
Do it.
I mean, it's been 2 years. They probably updated their.
That is probably true. Okay, so
Are these expired?
Yes.
it depends on which one. Okay.
But one of them said January 2024. So.
Yes, that's pretty close.
Yeah, those are good for this year. You said you wanted.
Chorizo, yeah. I don't have a
put that on your
tortilla.
plate.
Yeah. I realize now that I'm the furthest from all the food. I will take. What do you think? 3 pieces of chorizo?
You let me know.
How many did you take? You made one?
No,
Chorizo yet?
have more because we have the meat. We have the beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 pieces of chorizo. There's 2 whole chorizos in here, so. Okay, that's good. I also can't eat too much because apparently we're going to go through like 8 rounds of this.
That's right, baby.
What round is this? 3.
This is 3, yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to go. Okay, so then we're going to go Scotch bonnet after this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then that's 9 rounds actually, technically. Okay, I'm going to put a lot. I'm putting a lot every time. Okay, you have another question or you haven't answered your own question, Gabe?
I'm more of like a. I love breakfast, but I'm more of like a lunch, supper
Same.
type of person.
Yeah. I think me too. But my routine is that I have an omelet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I try to intermittent fast Tuesday, Thursday.
All right. Into the next question. Since we're into the
I'll take some of that. I'll take some of that Fanta.
There you go.
This is probably expired. Anyways, go ahead.
Got some fizz to it though.
Go ahead.
The
The trick is that you take the soda, you push all the air out of it, and then you close it in this deformed shape, and it maintains its fizz for a really long time. I don't know if you know that trick.
I didn't know
Oh, okay.
The more you know.
that. Next question would be thoughts on fast food. Best fast food. Favorite fast food. Do you eat fast food? What is fast food?
Okay, so people ask me why I'm pescatarian, and there's lots of good reasons why you should give up a meat diet. But for me, is it limits my bad choices because I love fast food. I love fast food, and I would go there whenever I get a chance. But when I don't eat meat, there's not a ton of stuff to eat in lots of different places. So Taco Bell's my go-to, as I mentioned, because it's like probably the best place for vegetarian fast food. I love places like that. When you go up north, Del Taco. I like Del Taco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why you put that face, Link.
I don't think I like Del Taco.
What about after that NXT show we went to?
Long time ago.
Okay, there are some bad ones, but there are some good ones as
I think
well.
that's what happened.
So there's that. Other than that, I don't really eat. Chick-fil-A is great. But now I have to get the salad, and I can't eat the chicken, and the salad's like $13 at this point, so it really dissuades me from. But I like Chick-fil-A was good. Although,
Have you gotten the Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
yeah, we went to
One by
Raising
my
Cane's.
house.
Yeah,
I've never been.
I actually really like it.
I think it's overrated.
I actually really like it. I think.
I'm pretty sure you're too far from your mic.
You just can't hear me. I'm plugging right into
No, but I don't know. The side is gonna pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you
Well,
really
it's better been because that's how it's been the entire time.
well.
Yeah. So they're open. They're open, I think, until like 1.
Everything?
Yeah, everything.
So recently, it's been like if it's late at night or whatever, I'm having like a craving, I'll go.
That's how I ended up there. I was in Orlando and everything was closed and it was late and they were open. So I was like, all right, finally, I'm gonna try it. And I was like, oh, if I like it, I might not become vegetarian. But I thought it was overrated. I didn't like that there's only one thing on the menu.
Chicken?
Chicken?
Yeah, it's like chicken and fries and that's it. Like
What about?
chicken tenders.
Oh, not even salad?
No, there was no salad option. No, it's literally like just different combos of chicken tenders
Yeah.
and fries. That's it. So
Which, lucky for me, is all that I want.
it was okay. It was good. It was good, but I thought I got it really hyped up for me. So
Who hyped it up for you?
everyone, the internet, I think, I'm pretty sure.
Not me, because I haven't tried it.
It's really good, man. You should try it. It's great.
I want to.
It's awesome. It's probably the best chicken that I've ever had in my entire life.
I believe that. All right, next question. Wait, what do you think about fast food? What is your fast food?
I love fast food. I have been blessed. You know how some people, their parents are like healthy and they didn't like fast food? Well, that's how one of my dads was, because I have two dads. One of them was super healthy. We could never eat fast food, and I was at his house. But then I had the opposite of that. My stepdad, who just loves Colombian fast food.
Mm.
And that, let me tell you, man, it's the most beautiful thing ever. My dad's love for Colombian hot dogs and burgers, it's beautiful. I think he loves us more. He loves his hot dogs and burgers more than he loves his actual children. Would you say so, George?
I think that would be fair.
Yeah, he spends more time at a Colombian restaurant than he does with us. So
He
yeah.
moved away from you guys to be closer to the Colombian restaurant that he goes to.
Oh yeah, does he? I don't even know where he goes.
He took us to a Colombian restaurant by his house
The
now,
Salchipapa King?
and he walked in. No, not the Salchipapa King. What's a reverse shout out? Burn
Salchipapa King.
El Rey de Salchipapa.
Yes.
All right, never go there. No, there's a Colombian restaurant, and he walked in there, and everyone talked. It was like Cheers. It was like where everyone knows your name. They're like, oh, come right up, and they pulled the chair up for him. They gave him his regular table. And he just like, they're like, we'll get you your usual, and they just brought him everything. He didn't even have to order.
Heck?
Yeah, I was like, find a restaurant that treats you the way this restaurant.
No, but
treats
that's
you.
what he does though. Like everywhere he goes, he becomes really good friends with the owners and people that work at the Colombian restaurant.
They're smart.
Yeah,
Very smart.
that's his strategy. So, anyways, I love fast food because of that. Like he passed that on to me, specifically Colombian fast food. So I'm just happy that when my dad wants to hang out, it's like I know we're gonna go eat Colombian fast food. So that's awesome.
There's always an upside.
It's always an upside, and then he pays as well.
Oh, that's not true for me. What?
Well, he paid last time I went. Oh, but you weren't there.
Yeah. Whenever I'm there, he doesn't pay. He goes to the restroom like around check time.
All right, so the next level is Scotch Bonnet. It has 4 flames out of 5.
According to my Scoville scale, well, it says it's 300,000, but it's 1 flame more than extra hot. So who knows? Let's round it out to 450 because the next level is 600,000.
Ooh.
I'm starting to feel it, guys.
That you full?
No, the burning. I'm actually not full. I haven't eaten like.
Are you feeling the burn,
I had
producer?
a bagel and a pan de bono for breakfast.
Sure.
I had 2 breakfasts.
Do you want
Sounds
a
like
lettuce
you're having a
wrap
reaction
or?
out there. Didn't you make 3?
What should I have now?
You're so kind.
Yeah, let's do it. More mushroom steak.
That was a mistake.
I'm like so afraid of making noise, but everything we do makes noise.
Mm-hmm.
We are noise.
All right, what's the next step in this process, Gabe?
Did you answer the question about fast food, Gabe?
Oh, we moved on to the next sauce.
No, okay. But,
Does Chipotle count as fast food?
oh, Gabriel does love Chipotle.
Oh yeah, it's what's it called? Fast casual? Now if we're talking about fast casual, then there's good places.
Because I grew up having a balance. More so, I had a really even balance of. I was a sucker for McDonald's growing up. I loved McDonald's growing up.
Same.
I was addicted to that. Like
I liked Burger King when it was good.
Like I remember one time, my mom, was telling me, "Oh, we're gonna go eat," and we were passing McDonald's, and I was like, "I want McDonald's, I want McDonald's," and I started like being like whining and crying, and she's like, "Oh, like we have food at home." She's like, "No, but I want McDonald's," and then she's like, "No, we have food at home." It's like, "Oh, I'm not really that hungry anymore." And then she's like, "Okay, so there's another McDonald's by the house." So then it's like, "Okay, you want to go to McDonald's?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "See, you are still hungry, so there you go." And that taught me a lesson. But no, I grew up eating fast food. I think I didn't watch like any real like documentaries or anything, like just talking about how unhealthy it can be.
Oh, I've seen way too many.
But I could feel it. I think when I wasn't like I remember one time when I went to FIU, I went to the Burger King there.
Yeah.
And I had a burger and I took one bite and I just opened the burger up. I don't know what it looked like a regular burger, but from Burger King. But I remember feeling so disgusted. I was like, I'm not getting. Like, I made a vow that I like not ever again. But I was like, I'm not getting here for like a year.
I've been there.
That year lasted 7. I didn't touch Burger King for 7 years after that.
Burger King went through some rough times, man. Let me tell you. So we were never allowed to go to McDonald's because my dad was friends with the regional manager of the local Burger King. And once a week, we didn't really eat out. My mom cooked every day, or my dad too, because both parents cooked. And once a week, we were allowed to eat out, and we would go to Burger King, and it was like a sit-down restaurant. They would bring our food to the table, and we could pick out whatever toy we wanted. And they had crowns. You know, like they had.
I remember there was always crowns at the house.
There was always crowns, and they had the newsletters. They had the Burger King. They had the kids club, and you would get stuff through the mail. Like I was all in on Burger King. In fact, I probably liked Burger King more for everything else than the food itself. But they would come and they would just serve. It was awesome. Pizza Hut had a kids club thing when I was growing up.
I love Pizza Hut. Every Saturday night, Blockbuster, get a movie or a game in Pizza Hut.
Yes.
And eat the leftovers in the morning.
Yeah. We had, I think it was like Kids Eat Free on Monday, and they would give tapes of episodes of X-Men, the animated series. And I watched Enter Magneto like 7,000 times. It was crazy. What was the next section now that we're on Scotch Bonnet? I'm about to eat
that kind of ties in with it's more like food in your family, like home cooked meals. Would you guys grow up eating? Would you share with your family like food wise?
I mean, yeah. Okay, so I think my love of food came from my family because I was born in New York and I was raised there for a couple of years, but my family had been in New York for a long time, especially my dad, decades, right? So we had Chinese one night, Italian another night, Mexican the other night, you know, traditional Colombian food from our house, and then like something American like pizza or hamburgers. So we never ate the same thing. We had a little bit of everything. And whatever I wasn't exposed to as a kid, like for example, Indian food, you know, or sushi when it became popularized like in the early 2000s. I was really open to it because I literally would eat anything, you know? And it was a real international, and food is such a part of the culture in New York, the grab and go thing. And it was just that. Yeah. Just this, it was a smorgasbord. Like you never knew what was for dinner. And it was kind of great, to be honest with you. That's one thing I will give my parents, except for when my grandma would cook. She would just take whatever leftovers from all the other days
and just make
them into a stew. Yeah.
One time she made me a spaghetti waffle sandwich.
Yeah, spaghetti waffle sandwich. You're not the first victim of that.
What's been the weirdest thing you guys have made?
Like what do you mean spaghetti waffle sandwich?
You reheat leftover spaghetti.
You toast up
You
some
put
waffles.
a waffle in the toaster, right? And then you put the spaghetti in the waffle.
No syrup?
I think syrup is optional, but I don't think I ate it with syrup. That would be weird.
That's actually not bad.
What do you mean it's not bad?
Producer Nick just ran for the hills, and he never looked back.
It's not bad. It makes sense. You
It's the kind of awful thing you're fed as a child, but if like a fancy restaurant came up with it, you'd be like amazing.
Yeah.
But she didn't toast the waffles.
Oh
no.
Soggy waffle.
They didn't toast.
Come
the
on,
waffles.
Tata. That was the big mistake there. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Tata.
This mushroom steak is really good.
It's
Right?
so good. What about you, Link? Your family?
What was the question again?
Food in your family.
Food in my family. Like George, both my parents would cook. I think when my dad cooked, my mom was good.
Is that a Colombian thing?
I have no idea. Both my
That's
parents
true.
would
Well, both
cook.
my parents cooked. But.
But when my dad cooked, I thought the food was better, but that's because he would always try a little bit more, like fancier, like meals, I guess. So I've been blessed in that sense that both my parents cook well, and I like the way they cooked. I'm not blessed anymore because my mom is healthy now. And
Yeah, that sucks.
my
My mom went through that kick too.
and I'm not enjoying her food as much.
Yeah, my mom did too, but she lasted 2 days.
She's making her own bread with almonds instead of
Okay.
flour.
Yeah, I don't think we got to that. Well, no, actually, my mom did get to that level at some
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
It's the worst.
They get a bread maker and
Bread
they're like,
maker.
we don't buy bread at the store anymore.
No, my mom got, how do you call it? She uses a air fryer.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not,
low-key kind of obsessed with my air fryer.
it's not fun at all.
This next sauce doesn't look fun.
Yeah,
not
it's
look-
called, the next sauce is called Red Savina.
4
Sounds like a strand of.
flames.
Yeah, and according to the list, it is 600,000 on the Scoville scale.
Okay.
So,
And like I said, my dad was a better cook, but my mom would cook more often. Cause
Yeah,
my dad,
same.
it'd be a little bit more special, right? When he
for
would
me, it
cook.
was meat. My dad was like the meat specialist.
Yeah.
My
like
dad was like the soup specialist.
Yeah, like
I think.
he was the. No, I can't say
Yeah,
that.
but roast
Um,
beef for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
the roast beef and
Oh,
like
so
turkey, like always carving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
Used to
thing my
carve-
dad would do was the meatloaf, and like one of my crowning achievements is when I made a meatloaf, and he was like, "This is as good as mine." This is
hot type praise.
yeah, and then he went to give me a tip. He's like, "Oh, you should do this," and I was like, "I did do that," and he was flabbergasted. He was like, "I do taste that."
Was he impressed? What do you
Yeah.
want? Protein do you want?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Let me get fish. Let me get fish again. I'll just do the rotation all over
Oh my
again.
gosh. That one hit me.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Let me go. Thank you.
What was I gonna say? But my dad doesn't cook as much anymore. Actually, my dad doesn't cook anymore.
Yeah.
Every time I eat with my dad is because he's inviting us out, which is great. I don't.
It's like a family thing.
Yeah.
Like they won't cook for themselves, but they'll cook like it's part of the hunter gatherer process for them, I guess. You know.
No, I don't know, but I don't mind it.
Let me get. Oh, I got the red Savina already. Here
I
we
should
go.
have just brought water.
I thought about it, but supposedly the milk is more. Well, you're not supposed. That's
Well, not to help me out. I mean, like, just because I'm thirsty.
yeah. Well, I think that's why Link brought the soda to ruin us.
But that might make it worse.
It makes it worse. That's why I think he did it on purpose.
No, I just don't like water with tacos.
I drink water. Oh, that's another thing. You know, I was like taught. I was raised to not drink with my food. So I never drink with my food. And in the off chance that we go to a restaurant that has like a really good drink, you know, like a lemonade or something like that, I'll drink it first before I'll drink the whole thing as soon as it comes. And then it'll be like 10, 15 minutes. Like when my food gets back, then I'll eat. And then if I need if it's something that gets a refill, I'll drink again after the food. Is that weird? I just drink water with my food all the time. And I hardly ever drink anything besides water. I don't know, I was just raised that way.
No, I feel like I had different eating habits when I would go over to your house,
Yeah.
to my grandparents' house, or like when I was at home. It was like two different ways of eating. Like I could, drink whatever I wanted, like if it was Coke or juice or water or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But then when I would go eat at your house, we weren't allowed to drink anything. Like you can either drink, they wanted you to drink something after.
Yeah, and it's not even about drinking too. It's like there just isn't drink. I remember like if we would have like a family dinner, you would have to go to another room to go get the drinks. Cause they're just there for a special
But I
occasion.
feel like that was like in seasons and change. Because then I just remembered there always being apple juice at the house.
Yeah, every time I go to your house, there's always
Or
apple
That's my
juice,
dad, because my
apple
dad
or
never
grape
followed
juice.
any of those rules. No, gallons of milk. My dad would go through an entire gallon of milk a day.
That's true.
He would buy a half dozen gallons of milk and freeze them because
Yeah.
there wasn't time to go to the supermarket enough to fulfill his
Just
1
go to
gallon of milk a day.
BJ's wholesale.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's a funny thing about the food that we inherit. I rejected so many habits that my parents, like, they would wake me up early. And I remember the kind of breakfast they would give me. It would be like kiwi and cottage cheese. And like, there's certain foods that I would always have. And I hated them growing up. And I rejected them all throughout like my college and young adult life. And now I'm like a full-fledged adult and I find myself eating all the stuff that my parents like taught me to eat. And I don't know. I guess they were right.
I don't know. Sometimes when something's like imposed upon you, your instinct is to go the opposite way.
The other thing is too, you like diversity when you're younger, I think. I didn't like eating the same stuff, and now I kind of like routine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like meal prepping.
Yeah, like meal prepping. I was like, I'm going to eat the same thing. Now I'm like, can I make 3 portions of this? Can I stretch this out like for the whole week?
I remember one time when we were young, Gabe and I went to the same school, and he was gonna come over to my house, and he had money, so my dad would pick us up, and he asked my dad, "Hey, can you take me to Pollo Tropical to get lunch?" And I'm like, this person, this person, bro, he's getting Pollo Tropical, and I have to eat real food, and I have food at home. But whatever, so he ordered a choppy chop, and then he got a drink, and I remember he starts to drink his drink before on the way to the back to my house, and I'm like, bro, you're not gonna like save that for the meal. And I'm older than Gabriel by 3 years. I think by this, I'm maybe in middle school. He's in elementary, and he teaches me this. He goes, you should not drink your meal. You should not drink with your meal. You gotta drink 30 minutes before.
I was literally from my grandma.
And I was like, bro, well, I should find out something new today.
And this one was actually true, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to that time that you thought that if you froze something, it couldn't possibly contain. What was that?
Oh.
Have you heard this, Gabe?
No.
Well, go ahead, real quick.
Okay. So when I was in elementary, I had a very smart friend. You know which one?
Okay. Yeah.
The girl?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say their names.
Oh, she's your friend, so I don't know if you're
Whatever. It
allowed
was Triana, right?
to. Okay, shout out Triana.
Shout out Triana. She's not gonna watch this, so it doesn't matter.
No, she'll never know.
So Triana,
Clip it and put it on social media.
Triana was the smartest girl in our class, right? She ended up being valedictorian senior year. And in elementary, she comes up with this fact that I thought was real. Like, we had ice in recess, and we started throwing it at each other, right? And obviously it falls on the ground, and she picks it up, and she starts to eat it. And I'm like, bro, that's disgusting. You're eating dirty ice, all the bacteria on the ground. And then she throws out this tidbit. She goes, ice is too cold to get bacteria. And I hear this, and I'm like, bro, that sounds pretty smart, man. She was the smartest girl I knew. I'm like, this makes sense. I believe it. Bro, I thought this was real, right? I'm like 30-something now. I'm an adult. I'm a teacher. Bro, I'm teaching this to my students. Teaching this to my high school students, right?
He lived a lie.
Wait. How did that... Okay, go ahead.
What? It was like 2 weeks ago. I'm driving to work. And I start thinking about this story. Like, wait a minute. This makes no sense whatsoever.
You just came to an
I
epiphany?
came to epiphany on the way to work. I'm like, this makes no sense whatsoever. There's no way that if ice falls on the ground, it's not picking up that bacteria. So I'm like, this can't be. Now, I don't text and drive. Because I don't like doing it. I believe you can kill someone and die.
Respect,
right? If Jesus and Batman don't do it, I try not to do it. So I go, this is crazy. So I'm on my phone. I have my phone's like connected on like to the air thing. So I'm texting Triana. Bro, do you remember when you said this in second grade? Was this true?
You're still not sure?
I'm still not sure. And she goes, no, I made that up. I made that up. And I was like, bro.
It's funny that she remembers that.
I was gonna
teaching this to my high schoolers.
Did you tell her that?
I did. Why would you believe me?
And she was like, what about high school and college?
Yeah.
And the internet.
So yeah. So ice can get bacteria.
Yeah, you could definitely. Yeah.
It's too cold.
It makes sense. Doesn't it make sense?
Not really.
No, it doesn't. All right. Guys, red Savina
I did
is
not like
burning.
it.
Bro,
It's
not-
burning.
I already knew it. It looked mean. It looked
Yeah.
mean.
It didn't taste good.
Yeah,
It's hot to be
And
hot.
it was
It's
like
hot to be hot.
super glumpy.
Glumpy.
I don't know what the heck.
Glumpy.
Glumpy.
So it's time now for quadruple X reserve. You got to switch to this side of the table.
getting
now.
Full. We're going to this side. I'm getting full too.
Yeah, me too. Quadruple X reserve, 750,000 on the Scoville scale. How many little fire symbols?
4 fires out of 5.
Yeah, I think it maxes out at 4. Oh no, there's 5.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay,
Are we doing this?
we're not even there yet. All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna do half tacos
Give me a halvesy too.
only because we
Yeah,
don't
you
have-
got to put the same amount of hot sauce, but I'll take a halvesy tortilla. Yeah.
You ready for
Try to
this?
load it up with the protein. My mouth is burning. What's next, Gabe?
Wait, what was the question? Was it about parents and food?
Food and family.
Yeah.
The next one is more about food and experiencing different cultures through food. I know that we all like to travel.
Yes.
I know that for me personally, I know that food is a big way into a different culture.
Do you like to
Especially
travel,
new culture.
Link? Well,
Do I like to travel? I enjoy traveling now.
yeah.
Before I didn't care about it.
Why?
I was poor and I didn't have money.
Yeah, exactly. It's expensive. So it's my wife, you know, she's really into history. So she's into travel. And not that I didn't think it was worth it. I know, I understand that travel is an important part of like your education and you see the world and you learn more, you know, about cultures and yourself. But man, it's just so expensive. But it was important to her. So I found like a way to enjoy it. And I think I've talked about this. We've had travel episodes, et cetera, right? Like finding your niches everywhere you go around the world. But the food is, like you said, I mean, the whole point of this question, the food's one of my favorite parts, just eating everywhere. It's true. Everybody says that the food's better where they are. They're right. Like Mexican food in Mexico is different. Colombian food in Colombia, it's different.
Really good.
India, like Turkey.
I went last year to Colombia. Arepa con huevo. Oh my goodness. And then I tried it back here and I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's literally.
It's literally, you cannot find a place like it.
That was like when I went to Paris a couple years ago in college. And I remember I had a croissant.
I'm going to take a chorizo.
And the croissant was one of the greatest things I'd ever
I don't know
tried.
how much you want.
And I remember like growing up, like our family would get croissants from BJ's,
Yeah,
like store bought in the boxes.
right.
And I remember like I grew up eating. I was like, oh, like I love croissants. That having a croissant in France like redefined everything
Mhm.
for me.
Like, I don't even know what a croissant is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I did that same thing where I was like, I'm not gonna eat another croissant for a year. Like I can't have one.
But the reverse, you had such a good croissant. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like anything else would like tarnish the memory of this moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's something that I really enjoy. Like I found that like I love traveling, but also trying the food that's like that I can't really get anywhere else. Like going to Europe and going to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
What?
You even go to, have you ever been to McDonald's in Colombia?
In Colombia, no.
It's so much different.
Yeah, they have arepa.
Well, yeah, like all the McDonald's are different, like internationally.
Yeah.
They have different things, like
Which is
especially,
smart.
like- yeah.
Did I put hot sauce? I haven't put hot sauce, right?
Have some soda, please.
Yeah, soda's
The
coming right
left
up.
side of my tongue is.
What about you, cultures? Link.
Oh boy,
This one's gonna burn.
that one's burning.
I can feel it.
I put like extra.
Yeah, you did put a lot, and then you went back for more.
Cause I put more beef.
I saw how much he put, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot. And then I see him grabbing the bottle again and putting more.
You know what I admire about Link? The way he bonds with people over food. Would you say that that's
Can you elaborate?
accurate? I see you connect with so many different types of people. Like sometimes I feel like food is your love language. Is that accurate or
Like when we share a meal, right? Whether
you
it's
like to
with
share a meal with a lot of people?
whether it's with someone new or
Yeah.
like people that you love, your friends and your family. When your food gets there, your face lights up. You start to smile, and it looks like you're just having the greatest time ever. And then you kind of just look at each other, like when we have Shivers barbecue from down here, and we sit down either at Shivers or we bring it back home. surrounded
Shout
by
out to
people.
Shivers.
You just look so happy, and you're just like, guys, I'm happy we're here. I'm happy to be eating with you guys.
I do like eating with. Yeah, you're right. I do like eating with people, and especially with people I love. And I compartmentalize. I can't pronounce that word.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, like there's only specific restaurants that I like to go with specific people. You get me? Like I don't like. Maybe it's me being like how do you call it? Territorial, but like I just love going to like this is our place.
Yeah.
And I'll have one place with Gabe and I'll have one place with George and Gisela. I love that. And
You're
I
a
like,
gatekeeper.
I'm not that I'm a gatekeeper.
Sometimes.
No, I'll never forget that time that we discovered Elaine's.
That
Yeah.
was
Shout out
The
for
Itali-
sure,
the,
Elaine's.
the Italian spot.
What's the
and
name of
like-
their location? Is that
Elaine
Color?
Tosteria.
It's in Color Bay,
Oh yeah,
Elaine's
Elaine's Osteria. in Color.
Osteria. I remember when we found out about it. Friends of the show told us about it, and we started eating there. We were going there like all the time,
Yeah.
like every weekend. And I mentioned it one time, I think, in the presence of all of us. And then Link brings me to the side, and he's like, "Don't tell them about it. That's our spot. Don't
This
tell them about
might
it.
be
They're
one of
gonna
the
ruin
best
everything."
Italian restaurants I've ever been on, and this guy was not gonna let his
And
own
I'm-
sister and his brother-in-law.
And I'm just like, "But dude, like, do you know how amazing this place is? Like, what are they gonna do? Get it shut down? Like." But he was like, "No, that's our spot. Like, don't tell them about it."
That's insane.
Like
No,
more than once though.
What?
More than once. Like he was like trying to make it a point.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we finally caught him. Yeah.
and I was like, bro, I don't even care anymore. They need to try this. Because I
No.
was sick and tired of telling you how great it was.
But I've respected the fact that it was your spot, so I never invite him when I go.
No,
Because that's your spot,
yeah.
you know?
Like to me, Elaine's is great. I love that place, and we've been together. We went for friends. Our friend's birthday recently was us and my sister, right, and her. The one in Orlando that we don't.
Oh.
It's been, that was February, right?
that was
Like
in
6 months ago.
February, Yeah, right. So that was good.
Oh, we went on a whim too. We got waitlisted for that one.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
had to wait at Starbucks.
Was I there? I
Yeah,
was there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
That's the last time I
We
went.
wouldn't have talked about it if you weren't there.
But I honestly, my favorite, I love eating Elaine's with the three people I went with for the first time.
Yeah.
Gabe, Jeffrey, and my friend.
A friend of the show.
Friend of the
Friend
show.
of the show, yeah. To me, like, I don't know, it's just such a special
Nah,
time.
that first one was like top
was
tier. Like
magic.
it was for me. It was like that time and the time that I had my birthday there.
Yeah, and I didn't get to go to that
Oh,
one.
the private
because
room.
they have a private like room in
It's
the back.
not as seedy as it sounds.
So what happened was like
It's just a giant wine room.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
so
And
we
there's
were
dancers.
we at your house.
Not that kind.
Were we at your house or we were at this friend's house? I'm not sure where we were.
My house.
It was your house, right? And then our friend of the show goes, "Man, you gotta go to this place called Elaine's." I found out about it during the pandemic.
Granted, I've known this person most of my life, and I completely didn't know that they lived down the street from me.
Yeah.
No.
And then they told me that, yeah, you got to try this place. I'm like, oh, where is it? He's like, right here. And I'm like, dude, that's the Starbucks I go and study at. Like, that place, like, it's right now, it's by my house. And so he tells us, like, we're going to go. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Because it was, like, kind of getting out of, not out of it, but, like, we're still in the pandemic.
Right.
Yeah, we're getting out of it, but still.
But, like, me and him, like, because we worked from home, like, we would Uber Eats a lot. And he's like, oh, like, I used to Uber Eat from this Italian place. Because you know how much I like pasta. He's like, I used to Uber Eats from this Italian place. But they stopped doing it. I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, we have time. We were just messing around. And then so we go, and then go ahead.
So yeah,
Alright.
he goes, bro.
Really quick, I'm gonna need a napkin to blow my nose off
Yeah.
camera because my nostrils are burning.
So this next sauce, we finally reached the 5 flames. There's like 5 flames. It's
What-
called Butt Jolokia.
Oh.
No. You're supposed to go the other one. Naga Jolokia. Naga.
Oh, we're
yeah.
doing Naga first?
Yeah, Naga Jolokia is 1 million.
This is Trinidad.
There's no such thing as
Naga
Trinidad.
Jolokia.
What you
It's
mean,
that one.
bruh?
It's that
The
one.
pepper comes from Trinidad and
Oh,
Tobago.
It's a scorpion on
Tobago?
it. Literally.
Alright, so baby, we're gonna put a pause.
Pause on. Goes.
Naga Jolokia.
This one's tough. I remember you brought this one out for my dad
Yes,
one
I
time.
remember this was my breaking point last time.
This is 5 stars, baby. I mean 5 flames.
Oh, I gotta make a taco.
So our friend goes to us. He's like, "Man, you gotta go to this place. They have this pear pasta." And I've never had a pear pasta in my life.
Yeah,
You get
I don't
me?
know.
I
I
didn't know
didn't-
you could put freaking fruits in pasta.
I didn't know that made sense.
I had that for the first time at this place that used to be downtown called Perecones, right? And I used to go there and pay like $25 for that plate, and it was the only place I knew. And I think Elaine's is better.
And we went, right?
We know
And-
because we took you and it disappointed
Yeah,
you.
it disappointed me. we got in an argument because of it.
Yeah. I mean,
We literally got in an argument.
their baked brie is amazing, or was amazing,
Yeah.
because they're closing down. I don't think
So
they
anyways,
might. All right.
So my friend goes, "Bro, this pasta is so good. You guys gotta try it. Like you won't believe it." In fact, he put his money. Like he literally like He put his money where his mouth was.
He put his money where his mouth where his money was? No, it's the other way around.
Well, how
He put his money where his mouth is.
It's because he said, guys, this pasta is so good, I'm gonna pay for all of us.
Oh,
Bro, and when he said that, I got excited. We're gonna get
what kind of
food.
excited?
I was like, what? You
That
know.
kind.
And so the waiter comes, and my friend doesn't really know Spanish that well, right? And the pasta is called fiocchi de pera, right? And my friend comes, the waiter. I don't even know why he was talking to the waiter in Spanish. The guy speaks
He was trying to
English.
flex, you know?
Maybe he was trying to flex. You get me? And he goes, "Señor, 5 perras, por favor."
He didn't say it that well. He's like, senor, cinco peras.
5 perras. And the waiter goes, "Oh, I wish." We're dying.
Yeah, I remember
We're
that.
dying because of his mistake. He doesn't even realize
He doesn't
what
even
he
know what he
said.
said, yeah.
Like we're all laughing.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have been there. But
We're all laughing, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I guess I made a good joke, huh?"
Yeah. It was hilarious. So that place is special.
But even the time that we were like that first time when we got like a bunch of different stuff on the menu.
Oh yeah, when we actually started expanding from the fiocchi de pera.
well, okay, if what you call we started expanding by ordering different things, but Gabe expands by ordering different things and ordering the fiocchi de pera.
Yeah, that's where I got that idea. I love it.
No, yeah, like that's a staple. You need to have it, but also I gotta try other stuff. But it's like I'm not gonna go home without.
A fiocchi.
But what we would do is like we would convince. We'd all come into an agreement and get like everyone kind of just pays for like a non-dish and then we would split it.
Yeah.
But like at least 2 fiocchi
Oh,
di
family
peras.
style.
Yeah.
Family style, right.
Yeah.
Which Italian is great to eat that way.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's dangerous when you go out, when it's us three, because we all order
No.
a buffer plate.
It's dangerous when you go out to eat with Gabriel Jenner.
Yeah. Yeah, but Gabriel brings something out of me.
You know how many bad mistakes I make
Yeah.
because of Gabriel?
Because it's like you're supposed to, everybody orders a plate and then you order a buffer plate for sharing, right? But Gabriel gets each and every one of us to order a plate and order a buffer plate. So like 8 plates of food come. And it looks like he's dying from the Naga Jalokia.
Oh, this one sucks. I remember you brought it out. My dad was over for lunch and you brought it out.
Oh, they can't hear you.
When my dad came over and like you brought it out for him to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just drenched I think what he was eating. I think it was
See
the
with
same thing.
tacos again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just like drenched it and I'm like, careful with that. And he just takes a bite and he's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
That
He's
tastes
all
delicious.
good.
And I'm like, brother,
he should do
what?
this. He should do this challenge. Where did you read Trinidad?
This one.
On Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm feeling. Oh,
Okay. Look. I'm gonna go Link style. Look at that. Get ready.
that's a mistake. That is a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
You
Okay.
have the lid? No tapa? Oh, right here.
Okay. If I remember, I think I made it to Ghost Pepper, but I definitely drank milk somewhere around now. All right.
I just want to say I'm full.
Oh, I'm super full. I want to put other stuff in because
Oh my goodness.
you made a mistake. You messed up on that one. Son.
Move on to the next question.
Food and film and TV. Food and film and TV. I mean, the main thing for me is the
Oh,
bear.
gosh.
Is the bear. The Bear has become one of my new favorite shows. And just seeing the creativity that they have on that show and the actual cooking is amazing as George is over here dying.
I'm bolting.
Who made this Satan?
You might be onto something there.
Nah, I think this one's gonna get out of Satan.
This is the second to last one or third to last
This
one?
is the second to last one. This is the ghost pepper.
There's 2 more. That was 1 million, and we're going to 2 million.
I don't understand how people eat this like baked into the wing.
Oh, my lips are burning.
That was a mistake.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh no, don't touch my nostril. I always do that. At least I have glasses now. Before I used to rub it into my eyes. You know what? Can you do me a favor? I'm not gonna drink it, but please no, serve me a cup of chocolate milk right now. I don't even care that you're pouring it into my Fanta cup. Oh, I have to have it on hand. All right. You were mentioning something before I started dying.
He's talking about the bear.
Oh, the bear.
The bear.
I make so many bad like eating choices after watching TV. Like if they have
You also get inspired.
yeah.
Come into frame. It's good content.
I just coughed it back out.
I told you.
Yeah, coffee does not help at all. It makes it worse.
Are you giving birth?
It's on my lips right now and it's burning.
I was gonna say that, but that was a big pause.
I'm crying. Okay.
I like how, especially like specifically that shows how like crazy it is to work in an environment like that, and how much you have to like
Give
be
me a
able to
lettuce
take.
wrap. Please, thank you.
Am I blowing into the mic?
I'm trying not to cough.
And you're touching your eyes.
I'm not touching my eyes. Continue. Talk about the bear.
No touch.
Or whatever it is
I
that you want to
just-
talk about.
I just liked, I don't know, like there's something that I got from the show is how meticulous they are, especially like Carmi, and how he runs the to the borderline obsessive, I think, to a point. But also there is something that I feel like you can take away from that, like and like their mantra every second counts and stuff like that. Like that's my background. Like that's just like I feel like it's a good habit.
I
like,
get
to keep.
inspired because I can't do what they do, but immediately I'm like, I'm gonna do this at my job.
Yeah,
know?
you do it in your own way. Cause it's like I'm not a chef. I'm not a like world famous chef. You messed up, brother. You messed up. You effed up. You effed up.
One thing that I used to be really bad at, I started cooking in the pandemic, right? So 2020. So I've cooked for like about 4 years. But one thing that I was really bad at was cleanup.
Oh, it's the worst.
I hate it.
The bear. Oh, I don't know if I can get through a sentence. The bear.
You want some or you got?
The bear made me start like being more meticulous with my cleanup, because my wife used to have to clean up after me after I cleaned up.
Yeah.
But now I'm like scrubbing the stove and the thing is too, I had really like crappy pots and pans when I first started cooking, and now I like
You didn't care.
yeah, and I treated them bad. Like they would be hot, I'd throw them in the sink, they would get deformed. I wouldn't care because I was like, whatever, they're pots and pans, you know. Plus they were cheap. Now I'm like, I bought myself a nice like crock pot,
Stainless steel.
yeah, ceramic, none of that like plastic that scratches, and I leave it cooling. Like when I make, like I said, the omelet in the morning, I clean it out by hand and I leave it on the stove to cool, and I come back home and clean it, and things like that. Like really, I have like a special Q-tip to clean the crack between the stove and the counter, and I don't know. It was inspired. It's true. Every second counts, and it's attention to detail.
What do you think about the show?
Oh,
Hit me with that sauce.
I love The Bear. I think it's a fantastic show. I think it's ASMR for the soul. But when I think of food and media, I think of Ghibli movies.
Oh yeah.
There's just something about the way Miyazaki and these people draw. The studio draws their food. It just makes it so enticing, and I want to eat it. It looks delicious. But I remember 2 years ago when we first tried this episode, which we got to tell eventually the story as to why we're doing this episode again. But Gabe was watching The Sopranos back then, and I remember when this question was asked, he literally talked about The Sopranos. And now that I'm watching The Sopranos, like I see it.
Did that influence your decision to watch The Sopranos?
Yeah, I really did. Especially because I do like pasta, and Gabriel was always eating pasta as he was watching the show, and I can see why, because they eat so much. They're always at Artie Bucco's restaurant eating, and There's always gabagool.
They go out of their way to describe like what because their friend is a chef. He owns a restaurant, and he's telling him about the meals that he's prepared for them, and it sounds so delicious and it looks so good, and just the sounds of like the forks hitting like clinking against the plate, just even the sounds of them eating, like I don't know, like it just made me crave pasta, and that's why I was always at Elaine's at that time. Like I was always going there, either getting takeout or just going like and eating by myself, because like it was so close, and I was like always craving Italian food.
That's not too bad.
So who wants to tell a story of why we're redoing this episode?
You?
I don't think I can tell any more stories. Did you say this one's not that bad?
It hasn't hit me yet.
Okay, what was weird is the other one hit me like on the reverb.
No, the Jollof is terrible. The
Yeah.
Jollof I think is the worst one in my opinion. I think that's what we came to that conclusion last.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, Naga Jolokia. Because Naga Jolokia used to not be part of the line, and then they came out with it later. I think these Scoville scores might be made up, or maybe you're just sensitive to certain stuff, you know.
So we came up with this idea 2 years ago. And we got a friend of ours to help record us do it.
Well, he was a friend at the time. No longer a friend. Cancelled.
We're doing this live. Well, his plan was actually to record it and edit it and make it look very nice. You get me some
Like a Hot Ones episode.
like a Hot Ones episode.
No, the best part is that, and I think we might have mentioned this before, and I was about. That was his pitch to do the show every week like that. Like he wanted to post-produce the show in its entirety. We never made it past episode 1.
So we record, and he never. That's it.
That's
it.
What
We
a
just
great
recorded.
story.
It's literally nothing happened. He doesn't edit the video.
He stops. No. There's more to that. He stops answering our phone calls, messages.
Oh, yeah.
He gets out. He leaves town. He's supposed to come back. He never does. He just ghosts us. Like a ghost pepper.
He ghosts us like this ghost pepper sauce.
So, but
Absolutely not. I'm ready.
no, I mean, you made it to ghost pepper. All you gotta do is try scorpion. I would serve the chocolate milk though. I would serve it. I would serve it.
Let's go.
No,
Let's
okay.
go.
Okay, but do not grab my chocolate milk out of my hand.
Let's go.
You're gonna die. But
I'm full, man. That's the thing. It's not that it's too spicy. I'm just literally full.
I'm so full, but let's do this.
One more sauce.
My tongue is on fire. Let's go.
2 million. Ghost pepper, by the way. That was ghost pepper, right?
Yeah.
1,200,000. We're jumping to 2 million.
oh, yeah.
Scorpion.
Come on, let's go.
Producer Nick, you should take one. You should.
I think you should take a shot of the sauce.
Yeah.
Like not even have a taco. Just
Yeah. So after we go do one round, you take a shot of scorpion.
You remember that crazy thing we did last time on the last one that we just put all the sauces?
Oh, we
on
put all
one
the
thing?
sauces. Yeah,
I'm
that's not
doing
gonna
that.
happen
I'm
this
not
time.
doing that.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it was a sancocho of.
I feel like that one. Like that's what messed me
I
up.
think that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that the next day when I was pooping.
Didn't we put like all the proteins together too? Like it was just like fish.
Yeah,
and
I can't
beef.
afford. I can't afford to do that.
Okay. All right. We got
Let's do
this.
We ran out of.
It's okay because I want to let us wrap. So
Good. I'll give you a big one.
I'm glad that I cut 20 pieces of lettuce and I had 2 and well actually I'm proud of us. We made it pretty far. You guys can afford a couple of more tacos than me. My body cannot. I will blow up.
I had a
tomorrow
big
morning.
brunch.
Yeah, I had a big lunch.
I had 2 breakfasts this morning. I had a bagel because I had a meeting, and then at the family meeting, there was breakfast randomly.
The
So
one
I
that
had.
Gabriel wasn't invited to.
He's lucky. That's.
But what about 11Z's?
I had a pan de bono for my second breakfast.
I always wanted to try lembas bread.
Right?
I always felt like it was a big crouton.
I thought it was a big, like a really big, garlic bread.
I thought it was naan.
Huh.
I like that we
Naan
all,
is
we
so
all
good.
thought something different.
Yeah, completely
Naan
different.
is so good.
Naan is good.
Bro, you got that naan with garlic and cheese inside, bro?
No. Give me. I need the chili meat.
What is a chili meat? Oh, Thai chili meat.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't want to say I need the meat because the internet's forever. But there I
Link
got it,
doesn't
I
seem
got
to
it.
care.
Uh,
What am I putting in this? You know what? I'm gonna go all the way. Give me chorizo.
So you're insane.
Oh my goodness! It literally just shot.
Fortune favors the bold. Roll me that chorizo, baby.
You're insane. Give me chorizo. What did you do? Not the hell you.
The reality is
I
that
don't think it's that much.
the reality is that Gisela won't eat the chorizo, and
Put it off.
she's sensitive to the mushroom steak. So if I don't
Why?
eat all the tilapia, I have
You put
lunch
a
for
lot, bro.
tomorrow.
That's a lot. I feel like
And I'm
you
putting
put more. I put a bunch of drops.
I'm putting a lot of chorizo too.
Oh, I can smell it from over here, man. Oh boy. Big
Oh,
my
oh.
God.
How many drops you guys put?
put
I want to match your freak, as the Twister lady
I
said.
put too many.
What? Like that? Like that? Like that?
Is anything coming out?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Like that? Is that a good amount?
Yeah, it's just a soup.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna save this little piece for dessert because I have an idea.
Guys, I'm proud that we've drank this much of the bottle. Like in the 2 years that we've...
We've never touched this, right?
Yeah.
I think
Expired
we
hot sauce,
touched
baby.
it and that's the part that scares me, the fact that it's expired.
Yeah, hot sauce doesn't have real expiration dates.
Y'all ready for this?
Do you have a last question, Gabe?
Let's see.
Last question.
Let's.
Oh, wait, can
see.
you give me all my stuff, Link?
Cry because the sauce is so hot. Nah. I think we talked about like the foods with our friends, but I also think your relationship with cooking.
I never cooked in my entire life. Like, I was afraid. I didn't learn the lesson from Ratatouille. Anybody can cook, right? But that's so true. If there's anyone out there right now who thinks that they can't cook, and some people love food and don't think it's a thing they have to buy, you know? But it's even better when you make it, because it's so, for me, it's soothing.
You want queso crema?
Yeah, hit it.
Eat this.
For me, necessity made me learn, because in the pandemic, all the restaurants were closed, and you'd have to. I hate takeout, and also everything was super expensive, and some of my favorite restaurants disappeared. So I had to learn to cook, and I had a bunch of extra time on my hand,
You got this.
and it was awesome. So it's probably one of my favorite things to do now.
Yeah,
We're doing this?
I feel like cooking just gives you a sense of empowerment and independence. Especially like I started kind of doing it from a young age.
That's great.
Just because like, you know, there's a lot of times, I mean, I'm an only child, so there's times where like I'd really just be with myself, and like obviously I'm not going to starve, you know? So I would just, I don't know, I just learned to start making stuff, and then YouTube became my friend. The pandemic became a really big time. We started meal prepping. That became a staple in my life, I think. But I still hate cleaning up. It's the worst.
Yeah, cleanup's the worst.
All right, F it. Let's do it.
At this time, we're all taking a bite into the center.
I'm just full. I don't want to eat no more.
I'm impressed by you guys. You ate like 9 tacos, right?
Yeah, I feel
You're disgusted with yourself.
yeah.
I made like I meal prepped like pasta this week because I didn't have pasta last week and I felt terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I made a big pot of pasta, and then I decided I got a gift card to Publix this weekend from one of my professors.
I was about to say, who gives a gift?
I was going to say, how do you get a gift card to Publix?
So I bought a ribeye steak, and I made it, and I ate it with the pasta. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. And it made me want to pass out, but I had to study, so that was probably the worst choice I made today. Not this one.
No. That was worse than this choice?
It might be, because I was out of it. I wasn't getting quality studying as I wanted to get done.
Can you pass me a napkin?
You want all the pasta?
I can't eat pasta. I can't meal prep pasta because when I prep.
Guys, I think you're right. I think Naga Jalaki is the worst.
It's the worst.
And I think that I broke and I drank the hot chocolate after Naga Jalaki. And now I powered through, even though I almost died off camera. But I think I made it.
We should have turned that camera on just to have it. Oh,
Okay.
Nick, do you have anything in that cup?
Dollar.
I'm full. I don't want to eat it.
9 levels of hot sauce.
That was atrocious. What about you cooking for you, man?
Can I have the milk now? I won, right? Or do I have to wait? No, I mean, I have my cup. Can I? Yeah, I can drink? Okay. Wait, you haven't finished? You haven't finished?
I'm full. I'm not.
No, you gotta finish. Take a glass of it.
I'm honestly just craving
I'll get
chocolate
it for
milk.
you. I'm just full. Here you go. Have mine.
Producer Nick is going to eat the last bite of this is scorpion pepper.
I just want, yeah.
2 million.
I just been looking at the chocolate milk and I'm like, I just want that. Wait, you didn't
Oh
put
man, that's so freaking fat.
Wait.
That's so satisfying, my
you
dude.
didn't put the nerds.
Oh yeah, Nerds taco. What happened to that?
I'm so full.
Nerds lettuce wrap. Oh man, I love chocolate milk.
Freaking, that's so
It's
good.
delicious.
I was never allowed to drink chocolate milk.
Shout out Sammy.
Bro, one day, I remember when I was in college, we were gonna go on a road trip from. It was like a long weekend, and we were gonna visit Atlanta, which was 2 hours away. And I remember like, man, I gotta prepare for this. I gotta get a snack for the road.
My lips are burning.
And I ended up buying a half a carton of chocolate milk as my snack for the road. That was the biggest terrible mistake. I drank it in the first hour.
My throat is closing up.
I drank the half a carton of chocolate milk the first hour. Bro, I knocked out like the whole trip.
How old were you?
22? 20?
You said you were in college, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed.
Producer Nick is dying right in front of us.
I like cooking. I'm just getting into it. I got into it as like George, like during the pandemic, because I had nothing else to do.
The pandemic when I used to ride a bike.
So
That's true.
Producer Nick just mentioned off mic that he never learned to ride a
I
bike.
remember I was trying to teach you, but I only had one day with you.
you can have my brother teach you. He taught me and his niece and his daughter. I mean, my niece.
So you just passed out from the chocolate milk?
Yeah, I did.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I was just.
You getting?
I thought you were gonna get gas.
Oh yeah,
or
so when it
diarrhea.
comes to cook that too, I ended up getting just go straight to the bathroom because I haven't drank real milk because my mom's allergic to milk since like I was 10.
I never drink milk. I hate milk, actually.
We always had it in my house. Anyways, so I meal prep now, but my problem is I can't make pasta because my mom is pre-diabetic, and when I meal prep, I'm not allowed to meal prep for myself because then I get some. My mom starts nagging that I am selfish.
So you're just not allowed to eat stuff because of her medical conditions.
Mm.
So what? Why can't she have pasta? Because she's
Pre-diabetic.
You're a better son than me.
It's gonna raise up her sugar. Right?
which is the carbs or the gluten
The
or
carbs,
what?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
the carbs. So
The
no matter
noodles.
what kind of
Yeah,
pasta it is.
anything, any carbs.
So you can't
So
have
we
corn.
No, we're not gonna do corn.
What does
Not
she
even rice.
eat?
Telling you, bro, I'm miserable. I'm miserable at home.
It's
Bro.
a good thing she's not Japanese.
So anyway, so I can't even make pasta.
Dang. Does your
I
wife
had-
cook?
I cook for us. You get me? I try to be a good gentleman. Also, remember, she was angry at me.
I try to be a gentleman.
She's like,
also the
she's,
nagging.
She's like, I want carbs, and you're like, I can't. My mom
I
can't.
don't
handle
know who to please. My mom, my wife. I'm so confused. I
oh,
gotta move
that's
out.
right. We forgot about that. Why don't you cook when she's not around?
My mom?
Yeah.
Your
I
wife.
do.
Okay.
But she gets home.
Hide it. Get a little fridge for your room.
Yeah, they're $100.
Yeah, get a
At
little.
Best Buy.
Yeah, they're super cheap, even less than that. A little fridge for your room. Meal prep when she's not home, and then just put it in your.
Nah,
you know,
because if I meal prep for myself, I'm not gonna meal prep for her, and then she'll get mad at me.
I don't feel,
make something else for
I
her.
do not feel good.
Be like, hey mom, this is what I cooked for the week. Salad.
So I remember I tried replacing the pasta with zucchini. Like
Yeah.
That's not the same thing, bro.
It's not. It's good though. I like
It's
it.
good.
But you get sick of it.
Yeah, you get sick of it after a while. I replaced rice with cauliflower rice for like a good 2 months. I got sick of it. I can't eat cauliflower rice anymore. So I'm in a weird place when it comes to cooking now. I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do.
Okay, how do you make the cauliflower rice?
I just put it in a freaking pan and that's it. Butter in the
Exactly.
pan.
So here's the thing: make a pot of rice. Make a pot of cauliflower rice. What's the big deal? You take rice home and your mom has cauliflower rice. Boil pasta. Put zucchini on the side. Give her a bowl of zucchini and eat a bowl of pasta.
That might work. I might do that. You're right.
Yeah. Because the substitution version's easy to do. So
Yeah.
it's like
The whole episode has led to this.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm thankful. Like that guy did not record and edit a video because now I have
Looks
this
like
life hack.
Looks like rice is back on the menu, boys.
It's like carbs is back in the
Carbs
menu.
are back on the menu.
I can't wait for something to go wrong with this one, and then we do this in another 2 years.
Well,
with
the fact
same
that I haven't heard
sauces.
either of you guys through my headset is worrisome.
You can't hear him either.
You mean either?
No, oh, I think, yeah, there you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then maybe you just haven't been talking into the mic.
Could be.
Oh, we heard that. And
You
on
hear
that,
my snine? My
Your
I can
style.
breathe.
I can't.
hey, we did better, I think, than last time.
Yeah.
We were openly weeping, I think.
We were bad. It was bad. But also, like I said, we did that whole all of them last dab
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
all into one.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the worst.
You're not
mistake.
getting that. That was
Yeah.
That was us 2 years ago.
That
We're
was the
smarter
old
now.
us.
Okay, this is gonna burn on the way
I
out.
think we're good.
All right. So, any final thoughts?
I have nothing. Like, I can't think right now. That feels good.
I just want to thank our sponsors, Melinda's Food,
Publix chocolate
Chills.
milk.
Alliance Osteria,
Nerd,
Fanta.
Nerds gummy clusters that we did not.
That we
use.
did not, but they're here on the table the whole time. Wait, they're not. They're out
Maybe that's why I'm full because I had a whole bag.
You were eating.
Yeah.
You were eating before this
Okay,
episode,
yeah.
and I'm just like, dude.
This was a full bag
I
when Link
no,
got here.
he was just taking tortillas and eating them.
was just eating tortillas.
I'm like, dude, we're about to eat like 9 tacos.
I'm prepping.
He's like, yeah, well.
All right. So, should we sign off for the season?
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next season,
Yeah.
whenever that is.
And wherever we are. Till next season. Season 4?
That's crazy.
I thought this was season 4.
2020. What?
Season
Yeah.
Four?
I don't know when we started this junk.
I want to say season 3.
No. This is definitely season 3.
So this is season 4.
Is it ending of season 4?
No, I think this is the ending of season 3.
That's what I meant,
Okay,
that's
so
what I
yeah,
meant.
so we're going.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah, we're going into season 4.
That's right, baby. We're coming back with a bang.
All right. Until then, who wants to say it?
Keep on searching. I gotta fart.
No, don't cut it before that.
I'm gonna put it on right on my
No,
on my
okay,
butt,
all right.
for the
All right.
for the audience, so
Producer
the
Nick,
audience can hear.
cut this live episode. All right. Okay.